Hey friend, hey, welcome back to my channel, So Creative. And if you haven't been to my channel, well, welcome. My name is Tiffany, and in today's video, what I am going to do is I'm going to budget out my May Paycheck 1. And so if you're interested in seeing that today, go ahead and stick around. So we're going to start out with my income for Paycheck 1. So this paycheck will be $3,300.07 and I'm sorry, $3,307.10 is what my check will be. I had an additional $32 left over from my last paycheck, and so we add that up. That gives you $3,339.10. So I'm gonna go ahead and copy this, and I'm gonna go ahead and put it down here into my budget summary so I can go ahead and have that together. So when we get ready, we can add and subtract and see what we have left. So I've been working, through my budget, and even though my budget continues to be pretty much the same, there's a few things that change. I am still like learning a lot as far as what to do with the money that I have left over, like this $32. Especially with my first paycheck, I'm trying to figure out, I want it to be more of an even amount that I have left over so I can do some savings challenges and put things into my sinking funds on my first paycheck, because normally the money that I have left over in my budget on a monthly basis, that extra money usually is more so at the end of the month. But for this paycheck today, it's a little bit more than it is. And I usually my paycheck is maybe 3,100 or so, give or take. And so I have a little extra money. So that is, let's see, 3307 minus 3142, like $165 that I have extra. So I can do a little bit more on this paycheck, but the next paycheck is going to be regular. And usually I have around about 30 something dollars left over after I take care of everything that I need to take care of. So I really don't have a lot. And I usually, if my buffer is low, then I usually just try to leave that in there and not really do anything with that money. So I'm working on trying to sort out through my budget of maybe when I get paid the second paycheck, kind of hold over some money to stay in my account for the paycheck 1. But I'm sorting that out to make it work. And maybe I'll just leave it the way it is. But right now I'm thinking about trying to sort it out. So next, what we're going to look at is my bills for paycheck 1. These bills are pretty much the same. It includes my debt and some monthly recurring charges. All of this is drafted from my account. When I get paid, this money actually stays in my account to take care of my bills. And then whatever I have left over is what is used for sinking fund, savings challenges, emergency fund, debt, snowball. If I have any extra money, it's taken out. My money that I use in my wallet is taken out, and that is actually put into a different account, and the money is taken from that account. So I try to keep my bill money and my cash budgeting money separate. So this amount actually stays in the bank. I never take it out. It's in there to cover those bills. Okay, so nothing here has really changed. Yeah, everything. I think this amount went up a couple of dollars. This is my city, the water, sewage, garbage. It went up a couple of dollars. Everything is just going up. And they have all these excuses for the reason why things go up. But to me, it doesn't pertain to me. But they come up with these charges. I want to say I called my home security. They went up a couple of dollars because it says some type of federal something, something, something. I'm like, okay, so this is something that wasn't a part of this fee before, but all of a sudden some new law, and now they have to add this fee into the charge of your security system. And what can you do? You know, you can either have the service or not, but it just keeps creeping up and creeping up. And before you know it, it's just like you don't even want to pay it anymore. But anyways, I'm getting off subject. So all these bills here are pretty much consistent. Every month they change a little bit, but for the most part they stay the same. So this total for my bills is $2,071.15. So we'll go ahead and copy, and then we're going to put this into my bill summary right here. Okay, so now we're going to move into what I put with my expenses. So the first 6 are going to be what is put into my cash envelopes. So groceries, gas, grub, or household. And this one is the lady. So this is more of a personal envelope that I just added. It's just for personal things like, you know, monthly things that we have to take care of. I just found that, you know, when I will run out of certain things and I'm like, oh, I got to run to the store and grab this. And it's just me being more prepared instead of not having that money budgeted out. So I just decided to put that into my cash wallet. And this will be a kind of a rolling envelope. And so if I don't use it, it will just stay there. And then I won't put that into, that money won't be accounted for my cash wallet. I can allocate that to something else. So if I don't use it, then I'll just use it for something else. Daycare is the same. School cafe, lawn, and the toll. If I use it, I usually try to put about $20 into an account to where that money is taken out. If I use the toll, I really try not to use the toll, but when I'm running late, I will. I actually want to do a, like you have a no spend, I want to do a no toll challenge because I do not want to pay the toll. It is ridiculous the amount of money I have to pay if I get on a toll just to go about 10 miles. It's almost $14. So I don't want to, I try to avoid that at all costs, but sometimes I'm just running late and I can't do it. Okay, so the total of all of my expenses, it ends up being $771.75. So let's go ahead and copy and add this. Most of this is just copy, paste, repeat. It's pretty much the same. It really doesn't change. The only time my budget changes is if I get paid any additional money and if my payments change. But other than that, mostly everything is the same, but it doesn't matter. Even though it's the same, I still try to do my budget. I still try to look through and make sure that I have everything covered, because the minute that you don't check and you assume that everything is taken care of, that's when I'll have issues. So even though when I'm doing this, it may seem like it's just redundant and I'm repeating myself and I'm saying the same thing month and paycheck, it's still very necessary for me to make sure that I'm staying on track and that I don't get off of, you know, my routine and just let things just fall off. I don't want to do that. So next we will do the savings. And these are things that are transferred to a separate account. So these things are in my bill account. And over here, like the daycare, school cafe, lawn, and the toll, those are things that I have automatically drafted from my account, or I go in and I tell it to pay when it's due. So these things I don't have in cash. They're actually sent out from my bill account. So these right here or things that are in my bill that stay in my bill account, or it's accounted for in my bill account. Okay, so now let's go over to savings. So this, the $25, it's just a little bit, some money that I just decided to put in just a small savings account for my daughter. Just nothing special, but it just makes me feel good to know that I'm saving something for her, for whatever the case, whatever it may be, but I don't touch it. It's just money that I put in an account for her. Save to Pay is an account that I'm using to save up to pay my homeowners association dues. I put this in an account for whatever reason. I don't remember. And then when it's due, I go in and I pay it through this account. And this is, I do $62.50 every pay period. And this, the homeowners association dues is due to be January of every year. So Creative, that is my like craft account. And so I transfer some money there to do some things and to take care of all of my subscriptions like Canva, Cricut Design Space, HP Ink. All those things come out of this account. So the total of all of that is $287.50. So let's copy that. And once I total this out and I get a balance, what's left, then that's how I decide what I have. Okay. That is how I decide what I'm going to do. Why? Okay, there we go. This goes to savings. So when I total all this out, whatever I have left is what I use for seeking funds and extra debt payments. But for this paycheck, the rest of the month, I'm not going to do any additional payments for debt. But in June, I will, because I plan on fully funding my emergency fund with my second paycheck of a month. I should be able to fully fund my emergency fund, and then I can start putting more money towards my debt, because that is really the reason why I'm doing all this. I am trying to get out of debt. That was the reason why I started documenting and making videos on this channel, is to document my journey to get out of debt. So let's go ahead and get our remaining balance so we can see what we have to use to do anything else if possible. Okay, 3,339, 10 minus 2071.15 minus 771.75 minus 287.50 gives me $208.07. Oh, but what I do want to do, I forgot to add this. Let me go ahead and add this, because I want to leave $50 into my account as a buffer. So I'm going to put that, oops, let's go back. Yes, I want to leave $50 in my account as a buffer. So I'm going to minus the $50. And so that leaves me $158.70 that I can use. Let me go ahead and put that. $158.70. Okay, so that's what I have left to budget into some savings accounts and savings challenges and sinking funds. So that will I will sort out what I want to put that, like what is most important right now that's coming up, because I won't be able to do all of them. I will do maybe some of them, probably gifts because Mother's Day is coming up, summer camp because summer is coming and I need to try to prepare for my daughter going to daycare all day, and back to school because I want to prepare for her to start back to school. She's already asking for a backpack and lunch kit and all this other stuff. So I want to start preparing for that. Okay, so I have $158. And so I will come back in another video, of course, and I'll take this money out of my account, my cash account for my budget, and then I will decide where I'm going to place the $158. All right, so that is me budgeting out my paycheck one, and guys, I guess I'll see you in the next video, and whatever video that may be, but I will take this $158 and figure out what to do with it. I'm not going to do that on camera right now because I haven't really decided exactly what I'm going to do with it, and it's probably going to take me a minute to kind of break it down and figure out how I can make this $158 last. So thank you for watching, and make sure you subscribe so I can see you in the next video. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.